Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Campfire Stories D&D. My name is Kira. I will be your dungeon master for this evening as we go back into our loose ends homebrew campaign. No really announcements for today, so I think we're just gonna jump right back in where we left off. So please join us by the firelight as we tell our story. And in fact, we are going to pick up exactly where we left off, with a deal being brokered between Miss Tiny Tina, the witch, and the leader of the coven with which you currently reside, Rosamund. After an intense battle of Rosamund fighting her own son, you all fending off a wave of ghouls headed by Dekai's very own recruit, Zariah. Katya shows back up with Sebastian, their butler. He is fully intact. It looks like hasn't aged a day past 3,000. And Katya looks like she's kind of running out of breath and surveys the room, sees the strewn bodies, but does not see her brother, and looks over at you, Rose. Mom, what happened?
My darling daughter, I don't know how to explain this to you, but he turned. I don't know what I did wrong. But power is a mighty thing. And I guess he thought I was too weak.
Where is he heading to his resting place? Did you slay him?
I did.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
I got a roll?
Yes, because you did not, in fact, slay him. He was banished by Tina.
I know. I want her to think that he is, like, gone. Like he's... Okay. Give me a minute. I'm looking for... I didn't think I'd be rolling for anything.
I didn't think you'd be lying.
Okay. 16.
I'm not even gonna look up her modifier. It was a natural 7 on the die. She looks crestfallen, but she knows that, fallen vampires don't actually die. She just looks like she's, like, no insight check required. You're her mother. You know her more than she knows herself. She just looks sad that this had to happen at all.
And so I embrace her and hold her hands, and I tell her, my darling daughter, I kind of felt this coming. I was hoping I was wrong. But let me tell you, he is not dead, but he is not welcome back here once he rises.
She looks up at you, tears in her eyes, and for a moment you see that little girl, that little naive girl. Though she's grown up quite a bit, she looks at you and says, "Can he ever come back?"
And Rose contemplates for a minute on how to answer. And she looks at her daughter, so fragile in this moment, and knowing that The only thing that's ever mattered to Rose is her family. And she looks at her daughter with the most softness that anybody has seen in Rose's eyes and says, I hope so, my love. I truly, truly hope so.
I do too. She surveys the situation. Her eyes lay on Tina, who has just kind of sat back with like a knowing smile watching this happen. She goes, what is she doing here?
Well, without her, my darling, a lot of things would have been a lot worse right now. So please just bear with her.
You see Tina looks back and she goes, oh my god, I will have that on loop in my head rent free forever. Sebastian, your protector, takes his knee, hand over his chest. My liege, I failed to protect. And if you see fit to administer punishment...
Oh, Sebastian, stop it. Stop it right now. I've made you way stronger than this. Am I hurt? Do I look injured? I was not in danger. Are you kidding me? It was a play time for me. It's these poor little humans that, had it pretty rough. Um,
He stands up and
but
he
trust
looks a
me when I
little...
say, Sebastian, but trust me, Sebastian, when I say you did not fail me. Nor have you ever failed me. Now get off that knee, stand straight, and continue to do what you have always done. Stand by my side, and when it is needed, you will protect me. You will put your life before mine, if needed. But right now, that was nothing. And you know that. So, rest easy, my friend.
He stands to his full height, and Sebastian stands at about little over... He's kind of like thin and lanky, but he stands a little over about 7 feet tall. And he stands to his full height and like back arched. Yes, my liege. I will resume my duties. Did you say mortals?
Well, yes.
Huh.
Can you not smell them?
I was distracted.
Well, yes. So, fighting alongside me were these little mortals, and they have been more heroic than I have ever seen half of other kinds be. And, they had it kind of rough. They almost lost one of their clan members for being heroic and very brave. But with the help of, well, a little friend and a little deal made, he's fine.
You see a look shared between Sebastian and Tina, a slight history there, of two people who do not look as powerful as they are. And he goes, heroic, valiant, savior mortals in the 9 hells. Sure.
Hey man, there's gotta be weirder shit.
You know, it wouldn't be the weirdest shit we've seen. But, although you do not look damaged, my queen, you look like you have been through an interesting day. shall I prepare dinner?
Oh, would you kindly do that for me? And I'll be honest with you. If you go down to the fourth cell, there's this young boy, and he like murdered his whole family. Could you like bring him up? Because I think he'd be extra spicy today.
Hmm. Do you prefer pre-flayed or fresh?
Fresh. I am in the mood for fresh meat.
As you will. He steps backwards into the shadow, and the last thing you see is a flash of piercing yellow eyes as he almost seems to dissolve into the shadows themselves and disappear. And
Always a man for the dramatics.
Katya just kind of looks back and is like, I I gotta learn how to do that. I'll never tell it to his face, but it's so clever.
Yeah, he's quite impressive, but he also likes the air of dramatics. I swear that's not a hard thing to do. I mean, I haven't figured out how to do it, but that's just because, I don't need dramatics.
And you all, my mortal friends, are you how are you guys holding up?
That's a great question.
Alive.
I
Surprisingly.
look to
Arlo.
I'm fine.
I think this might be my third life, and I'm not really sure what to do with that information, but I suppose I have someone to thank here, and I will give Rose the deepest bow. I really don't know what to say in a situation like this other than thank you. I owe you a debt I cannot repay, and I'm really a bit shaken at the moment, honestly. Death before was unlike this, but regardless of my feelings, thank you.
And while he's kneeled, I pull from my back the sword that my son held, and the one that holds my signal, and the one that represents my champion, my hero. And I lay it on your shoulder, and I say to you, you may thank me, but it is I that need to thank you. For you being a simple mortal has shown more soul and more heroic innards. I can't think of the right word. But you have shown more strength in your fragile body than I have seen in demons and angels. And for that, I say to you, will you be my champion?
With honor.
Will you accept this sword and protect your clan and spread my name and your good deeds throughout your realm? It would do me the greatest honor.
It would be all my honor, Rose. I cannot thank you enough, as I said. And I will put my hands out and lay my head down, ready to receive the blade.
So
And I hand it to him. Sorry, go ahead.
So in your hands is placed a very ornate blade, edges that seem almost like curved in a way that from far away could almost be confused as serrated. A two-handed greatsword.
Oh shit!
On the grip, like where the pommel ends, On one side is Rose's clan's insignia. On the other side is the religious symbol of Shar, the goddess of darkness and loss. And you kind of look at that symbol, and you have seen darkness. You have been loss. And it may not be like a, religious epiphany, although I cannot choose that for you. But you know that her influence is felt in this room. And by accepting this, you have the effects of the devotion portion of ceremony on you for the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will also
so I-
fully embrace the feeling of Shar's embrace.
And I say to you, now stand, my noble, courageous champion.
I will stand before her, give her a slight head tilt like a bow almost again, and I will grab her hand gently, respectfully, grasp it. I think you have given me what I've been looking for. Purpose in this hellhole, this wasteland. I pledge to you my being.
And I accept.
You see Katya standing over by Sybil, and she just kind of nudges Sybil in the rib slightly, and she goes, yeah, certainly not a flair for the dramatic, that one, huh?
Technically, I was never woken up. I am still unconscious.
No, you were woken up.
No, yeah, Tina brought you.
You were part of the deal.
I know that she gave the smelling salts, but before we ended the session, I was never, revived with said smelling salts.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm
I
on
guess
that.
I guess she kind of does that to. Oh no, you have your thing as freaking Agrit. Sade.
Hi.
Y'all,
Oh,
we
whoops,
play
sorry.
a
I
lot
can
of
change that.
D&D.
We do.
We've
Let me
got
change that.
freaking 5 campaigns on the go.
We have so many right now.
We have a lot of imaginary friends that we get to play.
We do. There it is. There, it's changed now.
Perfect. So yeah, I guess she just kind of nudges Sade, says those words to you, and just kind of goes, your friend's not looking so hot.
Which one?
The one face down on the pillar.
Oh, yeah. Do I have the smell? Who has the smelling salt? Or is that Roseman that has the smelling
I think
salts?
she just kind
thought it
of
was
passed them to
Tina.
whoever was going to grab him.
Okay,
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
that
I'm the
works.
medic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have it. I
I'll
think
grab 'em.
here. I'll have taken them, and I hand them to you. I have no idea what to do with them.
Yeah, just give me.
Oh, speaking
okay,
of which, this is the first time Katya locks eyes with you, Ellie.
I got fucking wings.
Currently in your Radiant Soul Asmar form.
Right, new
And
outfit.
she goes, huh. Okay. Is that... Could you always do that?
Better question: is that permanent?
I don't fucking know. Let me wake her up first. And I'll
She's
fly
just
up
winging
'cause I got wings. What?
Did anyone catch my joke? I said she's just winging it. I say to Katya.
I'm...
She has not taken her eyes off Ellie at this point, but she will take a place beside her mother and be like, okay, I get the mortals thing. I get it. Are we fucking with angels too?
I've never been speechless. Like Katya knows, I've never been speechless in my life, ever in the whole existence of myself, but I'm like, I, I'm not
Right?
yeah, yeah, like, it's fine.
Like, we can respectfully get these guys to leave and do their own thing, right? Because I just
Oh,
kind of
I'm totally, I'm okay with all of that. But
okay.
I do want to corral them back towards me. So I say to the one above me here, the one that's flying the Asimar.
I will
Um,
say, it
I
is at
say,
this
could you,
point that you, Ellie, rub these like magical smelling salts underneath Sybil's nose, and Sybil, you are shock fucking woken up.
I feel like
She
as
wakes
we
up
get down
fully-
from the pillar, that's probably the minute's probably up. My wings are gone. I think it
Yeah,
only lasts a minute.
Folly wakes up in a panic and is just kind of hyperventilating. She's alright, but she just needs a minute.
I go over and just kind of am there for support.
Same. I'm just rubbing her back.
Are you good?
I'm gonna walk over to all of them and be like, so my young ones, this is where we unfortunately need to part. For I have many important things to do. But I would like to give all of you a small parting gift for your journeys. I'm going to give each and every one of you some little rations for your journey, because I know your little human bodies need food. But I also would like to give you these. And she hands each and every one of you a potion of greater healing.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Greater healing?
Greater healing.
holy shit.
It's because she's immortal. Leave it alone, Danny.
Genuinely, it like Rose doesn't know the difference. She's just kind of like, these are humans with pointy ears. These are shorter humans. Like, the younger ones have gotten used to the term mortals. You can tell that most of the experience that Rose has been with humans.
Yeah. And then she says, it has been a journey,
A journey.
but it has been lovely, and I have quite enjoyed all of your company. Do not be afraid to visit me if you can. And if you ever truly, truly need me, all you got to do is get a hold of your champion, and he will know in the time of need how to get a hold of me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you.
You are all escorted to the front of Rose's castle doors by Katya, who walks alongside you in a way that is much more different than her stance when she brought you here. And she's like, so, yeah, we good?
Oh, we're good. Totally fine.
Good, because with my brother gone, I'm next in line to be the representative from my mother's coven in the Strike Guy City tournament. So,
Well, congratulations. And I look forward to facing off against you.
I look forward to facing off against you as well. To be cut by my brother's sword. Let's see if you can do it.
Let's see.
And with that playful piece of banter, escorts you out, and escorts you about halfway to the alleyway with which she left you. and on your way back to the Armory's house. And at this point, on the outside, I will say goodbye to our lovely guest.
No.
Bye, Mom.
Thank you very
No.
much, my mother, for joining us here. The loveliest woman who got me into Dungeons and Dragons in the first place.
Aw.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
I absolutely needed to have you here, and I'm glad to have had you here.
Well,
We're
I
glad
would
to
like
have
to
had you.
say I have probably been a DM for 20 plus years, and in all the time that I have done my own sessions and played my own games, this has been quite an honor to play with you guys, and I look forward to maybe popping in
hopefully.
again.
Oh,
Thank you
please.
for giving
Pretty
Rose
please.
another little boost of life. I have missed playing her so much. And to my little kiddos, good luck. And
Thanks.
I wish you guys all the joy.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
Please come join us again, or maybe you might
Yes.
lead a session for us. That would be so fun too.
We may
Um,
see Rose return.
That'd be
We
awesome.
may see Rose return, and just a little bit of an offside to plug a little bit. I am researching on starting up a campaign myself. I'm doing a little bit of research here and there. It may not be this year because I got a lot of things going on this year. But next year, I'm honestly thinking of starting one up, and I would be more than honored to have this group.
Yes,
Bring back my
please.
Hell
GM
yeah.
That
skills.
sounds so fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
Hell
please.
no, I'm
yeah.
in.
And we've never
So I
gotten the
love you
chance to
guys.
all play together.
Yeah.
Right, and I think that'll be a lot of fun.
That's a good point.
But I promise you, from where I started as a DM, and I used to be quite lenient. I am no longer that kind of DM, so be prepared. Now, with that said, I shall bid you all adieu, and I love you, baby doll.
I love you
Have a
as well,
good
my mother.
session,
Mwah.
and I will see you when I get off of work tomorrow. Love you, babies.
Love you.
Bye,
Bye.
Mom.
Love you.
And I may need to switch over here.
I'm good.
Um,
I
Mom
went
is so
away.
cool. I didn't know she got you into D&D, babe.
she absolutely did.
That's so cool.
See, I would just BRB, but unfortunately I can't update this.
It's
while
fine. We'll
I'm
just
being
kind
BRB.
of.
Oh well.
It could just be kind of awkward.
Yeah, this part's gonna be
Brief
awkward, but we're gonna cut
intermission.
it out of the YouTube
Brief.
video.
Intermission. You get all the sentimental stuff, then it's awkward. Oh gosh. Oh, I guess I should be sending this to.
We're doing an intermission?
Kind of. It's like we're not really on intermission, but we're intermissioning.
Basically,
Just that
I'm
the stream's got to be
redoing.
going to edit.
Yeah, I'm redoing the.
Gotcha.
Very interested to see what some of the decisions you guys made and how that will impact things going forward.
I am so stoked. Y'all, I got a sword now.
You don't have to always punch ghosts.
Not always.
Not always. The option's there.
It is there.
And I will.
Is
I
this
will
just
go ahead and
a
explain
regular,
this.
very fancy greatsword?
I will answer that question when we're technically kind of sort of not on intermission,
Roger that.
because I will go ahead and say no, it is not.
Perfect.
Best part of everybody else not having their webcams is I just need a very clear shot of your emblems.
I probably should have switched my icon to Arlo instead of fucking Kaiman, but here we are.
I am currently myself, so
I
it's
am
that
on
picture of me that
camera.
looks high as hell, even though I wasn't or am never.
Lizard boy with knife. That is me. Hello.
Lizard boy. I could change mine to be that new picture of Sade.
So you guys are basically going to get a bit of a look as to what I do before games begin.
A peek behind the curtain.
Indeed.
The wizard shows their secrets.
Pay no attention to the bitch behind the editing software. Absolutely none of that. I saw that. You're not allowed to do green line things.
Let me have my green lines.
You will get no green lines. Not in this house. Oh shit, I almost moved the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna hard cut and be like, I had to reset up the scenes, but we're back.
Hi.
In the little midst of that, Josh asked, is this just a really fancy sword? No, this is a magical +1 greatsword.
Holy shit, yo!
Dude.
Magic weapon.
Yes.
I'm so much cooler than everyone else now.
Yeah.
It's true.
The
It's
two-handed
unfortunately
great
so true.
swords are awesome.
Fuck yeah.
This is the reason why Rose was not taking half damage.
Huh.
Oh.
During the fight between her and her son,
Because of the weapon.
Oh, because he had a magic. Oh,
he had a
I
magic
see.
weapon, and so she was not resistant to it.
Ah.
I will take that happily.
But you are back in the alleyway with which you were corralled into during the stampede. And the world is your oyster. What do you do?
Does Josh have a decent amount of hit points right now, or are you back up to full?
No.
No, Arlo would
I'm
have been
at 1
revived with
HP.
1.
You have 1 hit point right now?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'm still gonna punch you in the arm. And I'm just gonna be like, don't fucking scare me like
Look, you need to take it easy on me. I don't have much life to spare here. You knock me back down.
I'm gonna give him a punch just a little bit harder, still not doing any damage.
Just enough to make a statement.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. And I appreciate you all. I'm gonna try to be more careful. Not that I've been intentionally doing this the whole time, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to take a step back when things start looking dicey.
I think
Please and
that would be best.
Definitely.
I'm gonna also pat him on the shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, well, that feels a whole hell of a lot better. Thank you.
Can you do me a favor, Ellie, before you roll for your cure wounds? How do I want to go about this?
How do you want to
Look
do
at my
this?
little D8.
I know, but how... Yes, that's the question is, how do I want to do this? Make a persuasion check.
Oh, Danny has a question. Do I look any different?
There's a lot more color to you than there was before.
Do we not have a lot of color?
Well, Ellie was just, she looked like almost all the color had been drained from her, basically.
Okay.
It was just a bunch of different shades of gray almost.
Love it.
Ellie, you look a lot more lively.
I got a 7.
You got a 7.
Which is saying a lot.
7 persuasion.
You reach out to cast your Cure Wounds, and I will be, I will be kind to you and not, force you to use up the spell slot. But you find that the source from which your magic comes from will currently not let you heal Arlo.
I just shake my arm a little bit.
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
As you, quote, heal him, I'm gonna look at you and be like, can I punch him now?
23.
23. So you remember very much that Shar's sister, the goddess of the moon, is very clearly where some of your healing magic resides. The part of the magic that flows through your Arcanotech arm. And Arlo has currently devoted himself to an agent of Shar and carries with him her symbol.
I actually don't think that your new god is gonna let me heal you.
You can't heal the fuck. Oh god!
What do you mean by that?
I don't really know much about what's going on with me, but I think the two of us, our gods, aren't necessarily allies.
Who's your goddess?
I don't even know.
So you guys were informed
Salute?
about this actually from Rose.
Yeah.
That the Shar and her sister do not get along and are basically at war with each other.
I think it was Saloon.
Saloon, correct.
I see. Well, that could be very problematic going forward.
You think?
You feel that kindness in you, Ellie, that kind of reaches out and tries to persuade your goddess to please let me heal him. And you don't get words back, but you get almost a feeling, and if feelings could talk, you get a feeling from your goddess that goes, he can walk.
Yeah, I think it's because they're fighting that she won't let me heal you. I think maybe if it was dire circumstances, she'd let me.
Well,
But
luckily,
given
it's almost always dire circumstances with me, so we should be fine.
I just look at you.
I was almost thinking of asking a few questions about Shar myself, and I'm really glad I didn't.
It's actually kind of a nice feeling. Oddly enough, never been too religious or paid any patronage towards any deity, really, but perhaps it's because it's her power who resurrected me, but I feel a bit safer now. Look, I've
Am I
got someone watch my back.
I kind of feel the same way, honestly.
Madam DM, am I still fucking poisoned?
You are absolutely still fucking poisoned.
Can I... First of all, can we retcon that when I punched Arlo the first time, or actually the second time, I gave him 5 points of healing for my lay on hands.
Yeah, 100%.
And then with the other 5 points, can I neutralize the fucking poison that's affecting me?
You absolutely can, yes.
Because I am so mad. I didn't even realize I do that until halfway through last session.
Yep.
I was like, I'll be fine. It's fine.
So you are able to put 5 points of healing, and you know that this is obviously a different circumstance. Your powers do not come from a god, but in fact from an oath.
Mhm.
promise that you have made. And yeah, you're able to kind of like flow that healing into him, and then you kind of remember what like you've heard of like paladin oaths and what their healing can do, and you're like, oh my god, I've been poisoned this entire time and I didn't have to be.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
And you can kind of just like flex your body a little bit, and you feel that poison just kind of, it secretes just a little bit off the side of your mouth before kind of dripping to the floor. It has like a very irony taste
Ugh.
to it, but you're glad it's gone.
What the? That did not taste great, y'all. Ugh. Gross.
The rest of you don't notice anything really magical happen except for the healing, but except
No,
for
it's
Sade,
looking up
like slowly drooling out like a blackish green ichor.
Are you okay?
I am now. I just flick it.
All right, that is fucking disgusting. All right.
I've seen some shit, and that is kind of gross.
Like a fucking chewing tobacco spit.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I pictured.
I was just picturing like a really black. I don't even want to go there. Black.
All
snot.
right. Moving forward.
Haka Venom Lukey. As you're kind of like walking out of the alleyway into the street proper, just a couple houses down where you know the armory lives, you see him, pissed off look on his face, very bloody great axe slung over his back, his beard and like wild manish hair both made entirely of fire and blazing as hot as they've ever been. It's like, huh, where the fuck have you been?
I don't know if you'd believe us if we told you.
Oh,
Kind of a complicated story, really.
you taking a nice little lofty jaunt around the town?
Got
Yeah, you could
kidnapped
say
by
that.
some fucking vampires.
Vampires?
I'm gonna hold up the sword.
Huh?
We just seem to come back with presents every time we see you.
No. Did you kill the Roseman's coven boy?
Not us per
Something
se.
similar to that.
It wasn't us.
Oh no. If you're involved with this at all, I'm not pissing off Rose.
No, you don't have to think about that.
We've got a pretty good relationship with her.
Yeah, we're on good terms.
Really? Come in.
How
She's
about,
the one
how
that-
about we talk about
Come
this
inside.
inside?
Come inside.
Yeah, inside, definitely.
He ushers you into his place. He's gotten, what little groceries he can for you guys to enjoy your stay. But you also notice that he hasn't gotten you groceries like for the week. He's got you groceries for the day. You go over, kind of the events of what happened. Is there anything that you leave out of telling him, or do you tell him the whole thing?
I leave my bit out.
You're leaving the Asimar thing out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we should leave out because he was banished.
He was banished,
Right?
correct.
Okay, yeah. I think we'd leave that out and probably just say he's dead, just to go along with the story that Rose is creating.
So he died in Tina's fireball kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have heard of Miss Tina. Have not spoken to her myself. Not exactly a potions man. Were you guys around for the stampede?
Briefly.
I'm sorry. Stampede? What?
Of the demons.
Oh,
before.
the demons. Yeah, that's We
We saw the beginning of
I
it.
think probably.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that you guys got out as quick as you could, but looks like you went into a place just as dangerous, but somehow you keep fucking coming back from it. I don't know if you're incredibly powerful or just fucking lucky.
Probably
I say lucky.
A little bit of both.
mark it up to luck for right now.
Well, fair enough. Once you guys get in the tournament, you're gonna need all the luck you can get. Which reminds me, as of tomorrow, Mouthpiece will be setting you up with your own hotel rooms in his estate, his tower. You will be under 24/7 both surveillance and protection, because trust no one. No one can harm you while you are in that tower. Any form of harm will set off several magical and non-magical traps and alarms, and is considered to be of the utmost disrespect to the hospitality offered by the Mouthpiece, and he does not take kindly to that.
Well, that's huge, actually. We could use a little bit of security.
Yeah, well, you know, he wants to put on a good show, and he can't do that if you guys go off and get yourselves fucking killed.
That's a good point.
So, eat, drink, be merry, and then tomorrow, get out. You know, respectfully.
Understandable. And I look at oh my god, what is his name? I don't have my notes.
The armorer?
Yeah, that guy, the armory, the one that
Yes.
we're standing right in front of. I just say to him, because I don't think I have any semblance of like a decent fucking weapon. And I just say, is there any way I could get like a decent axe? By the way, like
You're looking
I don't even
at
know.
like a hand axe for throwing, or you're looking at a battle axe?
More like about something that I could actually do some damage with.
Oh. I can't remember the last time I've made another battle axe. You looking for just steel? Just normal battle axe?
I mean,
Well, silver would cost you extra.
okay. How much extra?
Here's the thing. I will just straight up say, as a DM, I don't have any combat planned for you guys on this one. So I'll get you. He'll actually basically be like, "It's been a while. I'll get you a quote tomorrow before you guys head out."
Yeah, that sounds great. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. What have you been attacking with so far?
And I just like look at my fists, and I'm like, fists, and I have like, and I pull out like out of my back. I got this two hand axes. I actually pull two out. They are decent. They do what they need to, but they're not the best things in the world.
Look, if you guys are going into a tournament sponsored by someone called the Armory, someone who is known for making weapons, and you walk in with those little hatchets, it just looks bad for me.
I agree. It's bad for business. That this is why I am reaching out to you, because I don't want to embarrass in this light.
Absolutely. I appreciate the kissing of my arse. We'll work on something, sweetheart. We'll have you swinging a fucking decapitator in no time.
Wonderful. Sounds like a plan.
And you, big boy, you've got yourself to the hands of a new weapon, eh?
He'll be right there. He had ran to the bathroom.
Oh, shit.
He's running.
I just turned to see him, and apparently he had to use the shit or something fierce.
Yeah, he just turned and ran.
Honestly, he looks like he's been through all 9 levels of hell and back.
has been through a lot tonight.
Oh, what now? You were talking to me?
Aye!
He's zoned out.
You seem to have got yourself a shiny new weapon yourself there.
Aye, it's more than I could have imagined, and had to pay a hefty price to get it.
What did you have to pay?
Second death.
Really?
Rose brought me back, but yeah, I'm on my third life now.
Oh. A lot of people don't get second chances, so here you are with a third.
Must make me lucky, or maybe unlucky, I'm not sure.
Suppose we'll see. But your friends will be happy to have you one way or another. But come see me before you bed down.
Will do.
You have food and drink and, whatever form of merriment you can find. Is there anything that any of you wanted to do before bedding down for the night?
I have like a late night thing that I will do when everyone else is done with their stuffs.
Okay.
Same.
Fucker!
I got a couple things.
Arlo, the armory kind of pulls you aside before you guys are just about to lay your heads down. So, I've also died here. A friend of mine brought me back just enough time to get out of the Dreadnought Caverns.
Really? It's horrible, isn't it? There's nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing after this.
Hey, you're in one of the realms where people go when they die.
Yeah, I suppose it probably should have been common sense, but I don't know. You always hold on to that thought of afterlife, and when it's just like a big nap and there's nothing else, it's really sets in the risks of everything, doesn't it?
Aye, it does. It does, and it makes, wanting to settle down and kind of accept it, makes it a lot more enticing. But,
I suppose for some, but don't know if that's really my style. Rather go out and blaze of glory, even if it means there's nothing on the other side.
I respect that. I don't respect people who just sit on their hands, rest on their laurels. You're a fighter for good and for bad. Just remember what you saw, or the lack of what you saw. This is supposed to be where it ends. When you find the end of the end, oh, that's where things start getting really scary.
Yeah. You're not wrong, friend. I think, at the very least, I've started to think about ways to alter the way I approach my fights. Often I've just stood head fast in the way of danger, and I think, maybe it's not the worst idea to take a step back and let the others take a few blows now and again.
Aye. It's not terrible to lean on your compatriots. Occasionally.
It's a new feeling for me. I'm still adjusting.
It's been a while since I've met someone who lived for someone other than themselves. I think you guys
Most
have got a
people,
really good chance of getting out of here.
I feel the same, especially after everything that happened with Rose. It's like something's ignited within me. Like I've got a new purpose.
Good. Now, and he just kind of flicks you in the forehead. Just don't be stupid about it.
Right. Well, a man's IQ can't change overnight, but I'll do my best.
Get yourself some
What do
good
you mean?
rest.
I got a headband of intellect.
Okay, as you are all sort of bedding down for the night, Sade or Ellie, which one of you do you think would do your thing first?
The first thing Ellie's gonna do before going to sleep is she's gonna read the fucking books and see if there's been any updates.
There. Give me an investigation check.
I was just sending you guys a photo. I stacked up my dice, which was so hard to do with how fucking small they are.
Oh, that's gotta be tough.
The D20's right in the middle. Okay. Sorry, intelligence?
Investigation.
Investigation. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Interesting. Yes, so there is an update. There is an update on the book in that Kara does not seem to be currently with the group.
Ara's not with the group?
Oh, fuck!
Kara does not seem to be currently with the group. None of them seem to
You
be
don't have
in
Kara's
danger.
book, so... But... The fuck?
And it seems as if when talking about the emotions of the characters, which they don't often, like, the books don't often report the emotions, right? It's very much a, like, almost like a historical document almost. Like, this is the events that happened. But it makes special note to say that the rest of the party are not in a panic about it. But yeah, it almost seemed like she's chosen to go off and do something. They're not super happy about it, but they trust her. And as the book tries to write what Kara is doing, the ink will not go onto the paper. It's give me an Arcana check on top of it.
24.
Something magical, either an ability or a spell, is stopping the book from continuing to write.
Like, as if... Like how, say, you can block a scry spell, something's blocking something from being able to tell what she's doing?
Pretty much, yes. You would think that, like, following that logic is pretty sound.
But there was no other, like, new things from the rest of the group?
No new things from the rest of the group.
What about that evil scientist?
It makes no mention of him. Like, he's not pursuing them, they're not pursuing him. It's almost weird to you how little there is written about this guy. It's almost as if he up and disappeared. And it's just sort of like a non-factor. Is there anything else that you wish to do?
I'm attempt to talk to Saloon, but that can wait if somebody else wants to go.
Nope, go for it. You're fine.
Ooh. Go ahead and give me a religion check with advantage.
$21.
21. You feel a pull to bring you out of the armory's house. Just to walk outside. You know that there's like a backyard as well, so you don't have to go out into the streets if you don't feel comfortable there.
I'll go into the backyard.
You do, and the sort of blazing red sun has gone down to make way for certainly a moon, but you feel like it may not be exactly Saloon's domain, but enough that you can feel there's a little bit more of a connection here. And no voice speaks to you, but you can feel as if there is an ear listening should you want to say something or ask something.
I know, I guess, that you can't really respond. I don't know exactly what's going on. However, the only thing that can come to mind is just what I forgot. Is it better left forgotten? Will it hurt more to remember it?
Give me an insight check.
Natural 20. Plus 3, 23.
23. But we honor natural 20s around here for sure. The moon has effects on wind and tides, and as the wind kind of blows through and centers on you, you feel it hit you and kind of split off into two directions. And, you know, it feels to you that there is a split in your life, and that is the major split is finding out what happened to you, what you did, and there is a clarity and a smoothness to that wind. But as that wind is clearer, as it is more guided, it is also more destructive. It is something that can be used to destroy. It can also be used to lift, depending on how the wind is harnessed. On the other side, the wind has no direction. It has no purpose. It simply is a breeze. And one person may consider it to be a nice breeze, but maybe the chaos of it, as you see it just kind of go over and knock a bird feeder over, and it collapses to the ground. You know that this was not the wind's intention to knock something over. It just happened. Some things don't have intention. Some things just simply are a roll of the dice.
I think she'll just put her hands in her pockets. Just nod and just head back inside. She's gonna sleep for the first time in fucking years.
And as you
can't
go
just
in,
read books.
you feel that moonlight tail you for just a little bit longer than maybe that light should have reached before you close the door behind you and find yourself within the familiar darkness and crackling fire, and you allow yourself to succumb to, holy crap, sleep.
Whoa.
Sade.
Where are we all sleeping?
It's basically like in his living room, for lack of a better term. You guys have just kind of like set out sleeping bags into this like little cuddle puddle. There are couches, so you guys can determine who wants to take like the two couches that are there.
Sure. I'm just gonna I'm gonna get ready for bed. I'm gonna wait for Arlo to get ready for bed and like come back. And I'm just gonna kind of stand there in like the front doorway, like shoulder to the door, arms crossed, and just like give him a head nod to come with me outside.
Everything all right?
Yeah, well, relatively. I just wanted to talk.
All right. Outside, I suppose.
Didn't want to bother the others.
All right. Lead the way.
Just take him outside. I just want to sit on either like the steps or
Yeah, there's
somewhere. Just
like little kind of indented steps that you guys can sit on.
I know I was being silly earlier with the punching you, but I'm serious. I can't have y'all scaring me like that again.
I I understand, and you all have had to watch me take blow after blow and go down unconscious time and time again, and do really apologize, Sade. I've got some issues with trying to be the strongest and trying to be the bravest, and I gotta learn to lean on you all.
I don't need you to apologize. I need you to feel like like you can rely on us a little bit more. I know, trust me. I know what it's like to feel like you're the person that people need to rely on. But we're all here to be that for each other too. I know we didn't like all meet before this and we all kind of came from different walks of life, but we need each other to get through all this. If any one of us is alone out there, like that, I don't know how any of us would get. So
You're right. You're right. And I should have. I know you're all capable. It's not that. It's just the role I've been pushed into my entire life. So I'm just kind of continuing the cycle. But
I know,
I promise you, I will lean on each of you from now on.
because you can't punch the sad out. The grief, you can't. Trust me.
God's
And
knows I've tried, and it never goes away. Not
yeah,
through sheer violence.
no. I also feel like you going down. This is also why I don't want you to apologize. I feel like it's also my fault. I
How do
could
you
have done.
reckon that?
I could have done more. I could have taken some of the pressure off you. I could have not ran at the first chance I could, and then snuck my way out of the danger, like I always do.
I think me and you are suffering from similar problems, if not opposites. I think I can handle everything, and I can't. And you think you can handle nothing, but you can.
Yeah, I guess. I just had to put on a face, and then when push comes to shove, literally, it doesn't tend to go my way, and or I just. So okay, you know what? Let's each take notes from each other's books, okay?
I can do that.
All right.
I do have a word of advice for you.
Mm-hmm.
Being afraid doesn't necessarily make you weak. It's a reminder that you're still alive somewhere deep down.
Mm-hmm.
If you weren't alive, you wouldn't be scared. You want to live, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you have to fight to live.
Yeah. You know, makes me wonder, like, are we actually living? To what extent? How?
Well, as someone who just passed through the second set of gates,
Mhm.
we're alive. What comes after this, that's real death. But what we have right now is a second chance.
I guess.
Make it count the best you can.
Okay. And I get up and I start heading inside.
And follow up behind her and kind of give her a pat on the shoulder as we pass through the door.
I give
Get
you.
some rest. Tomorrow's going to be busy. And don't blame yourself for anything. I chose where to stand.
I give you a head nod. And you think you actually see a smile.
Good night, Sade.
Good night.
And Sade, as you kind of take a glance over at Arlo as all of you bed down for the night, you could almost see shadows as if a blanket sort of tucking Arlo in for the night. It is eerie and creepy, but also a little bit comforting.
Is it E-Talk?
I think
No,
it's goddess.
it's probably not Etok.
Yeah, I think it might be a Big Mama Shar.
I knew it wasn't, but I just wanted to say it.
It wasn't Etai.
Was
I
it
miss that little
Etok?
dude. I miss that little
He
guy.
needs to make sure his goes to sleeps very well.
Oh no.
Night comes, and with it, the world of dreams. Arlo.
Oh shit, here
Oh,
we
we
go
getting
again.
this.
And then also Caitlin had something
Mamma
before we
mia.
Oh yeah,
get to
sorry.
morning.
Fine.
Caitlin, did
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
let's
something
do
that you
Kate.
wanted to do before sleep came?
No, it's fine.
Okay, you sure?
Bitch.
Yeah,
Take a moment, girl.
it wasn't really much of anything more than Sybil is having a really hard time verbalizing anything at the moment, so she doesn't, and like everyone kind of splits up to do their own thing, and she goes to bed very early. But the fear of loss and like existentialism is kind of like building up in her, and she falls asleep just kind of repeating her mother's names in her head.
You have seen death. You have seen re-death. You have seen horrible, terrible things. And you haven't really had a break from seeing those things in a very long time. And
It never gets easier.
it doesn't. You feel, there's almost a little bit of enviousness in Arlo having found the goddess of loss and finding almost like a sereneness in loss, because you at this point wish that you had that.
Yeah.
But loss is scary, and it can do things to a mortal mind. Now, you are in a dark basement, but you are not the captor here. You hide in waiting. You know that someone will be coming, and your job is to not kill, but dispatch this person and bring them to the meeting spot.
Okay.
There are several tables around you with various apparati and mechanisms that you couldn't even begin to A, ascertain, or B, even care about, really. This is not your area of expertise. This is not why you were hired to do what you need to do. Light cracks through the top of the basement as you can hear a woman make her way downstairs. She calls out for someone, but the voice is muffled. The name is, if you were to see it on parchment, would be fully redacted. But you know that she calls out for a person who helped get you the information you needed. But she calls out to him as an ally. She gets no response, comes down, and begins searching. She makes her way over to the dark crevice that you are hiding in. What do you do?
I am going to wait until she's turned just slightly away, and I'm going to jump out and try to fully grapple her from behind, cover her mouth with my hand, and slowly choke her unconscious so I can tie her up.
Go ahead and make this attack roll with advantage, assuming as well that your proficiency is that of a 12th level character.
Okay. That is going to be 17 plus 26.
With ease, the grapple begins. She begins to flail, but cannot get much words out. She's going to attempt to break the grapple. So I'm going to need an athletics check from you. And she's going to respond with either athletics or acrobatics.
That's an 18 for me.
It's a natural 2 on the dice for her.
Uh-huh.
Almost seems to kind of, in her chaos, wiggle herself into a worse situation. And your moves are calculated. They are precise. And you can feel her slowly lose consciousness in this way. Begin to drag her up the stairs. Do you do so tactfully, or are you just kind of dragging her by the leg, or are you trying to preserve her as much as you can?
Like dragon luggage.
Just, several bumps and bangs, and you occasionally look back to make sure that the woman does not in fact die. That is part of your mission. And out and into the forest you go, the forest of darkness. And the darkness in this forest will allow you to make one perception check, DC 21.
Oh shit. That is actually impossible for me to roll unless I roll a nat 20.
Is it...
Is it 12th level or is it at the
would
first?
the 12th level affect that?
I have a -3 wisdom, y'all. So no, it wouldn't affect that. I did roll a 10 -3 for a 7 though.
Definitely beat it.
The darkness desperately wants you to know the name she yelled out. You don't care about the name. You're on a mission. And that is when the lot of you wake, and the day is yours. Armory kind of leaves a note behind that basically says, like, we need to, like, I need to go and get some preparations for the tournament. If you guys head to the same tower that I took you to meet the mouthpiece, he will show you to your rooms.
Easy enough.
Man, we
So-
all get rooms? Sweet.
You all have your own individual rooms, yes.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't think we've all had individual rooms.
I don't think Sybil's
Ever
ever
for
had
us.
an individual room.
So, did
Special.
any of you have business to take care of before we head over to the mouthpieces?
The only thing I have in the armory, maybe you can help me with this. I actually have a bunch of weapons from that ice spiders horde that we were, I think, gonna sell.
We'll probably manage that.
So
you
first
also
dibs go to
figure
you.
that if you give him the weapons, because the armory's not there with you right now.
Oh,
There's
just
a part of you that
kidding.
thinks that, like, if you give him the weapons, you might be able to get, like, a discount on
Yeah.
your battle axe.
Wait. Yeah, I'm thinking that.
So
I think I'll leave him like a little note that says we are headed to the hotel, whatever. Hopefully this could, something about like this can make the price come down or something, you know what I mean?
you write this out.
Thanks. Enjoy.
It is filled with the kind of articulation and prim and proper handwriting that one can expect from Sade.
Oh, 100%.
Of
Few
just
spelling
like,
errors in
hey, found a bunch of weapons and shit. Think I could get that battle axe on the cheap. Do you mention, by the way, that you want it silvered?
Yeah, because I feel like if it's not going to do me any good.
I think
I have a
whenever
decent amount of coin,
he's
right?
Sade, I think whenever he's done with it, I think I could probably like inscribe it and make it be a bit more powerful.
Ooh.
Maybe save your coin. I did this
I-
with my crossbow. I think I can do it with the battle axe.
I will happily accept that.
You also know that silvering a weapon does not make it magical. It just makes it able to deal damage to certain types of creatures.
Right, which I feel like makes sense in this regard anyway, and then we can still inscribe
Well, whereas an artificer or infusion makes it magical.
Correct.
it. Okay, cool. Holy shit!
It would be a +1 weapon.
D&D Beyond added this option where you can pin skills. That's so freaking cool.
It's so
Oh, that is
great.
good.
God, I hate Wizards of the Coast and how they make cool things. So you
Yeah.
want to get their cool things, but Wizards of
Yes.
the Coast themselves are assholes.
Oh, they're
Damn
awful.
it.
Like, just... like,
How dare they
like,
make cool things?
I get it, guys. People who are in the comments being like, Wizards of the Coast, they don't properly pay their employees and they're terrible human beings. I get it. I'm also a Magic the Gathering player, so I spend a lot of my money on
you're
Wizards.
stuck.
Yes, you leave him this note. You'll get a quote on both, basically. You'll, like, take a look at the quote for the silvered battle axe and see if it's worth it, and if not, you at least know that Ellie can temporarily make it magical for you.
Sweet. Yeah, we can talk about it. Figure it out over time. Negotiate. Fantastic.
So does anybody have any points of interest before heading over to the tower?
Ellie is looking for any scraps of metal or anything she can find.
Bitch, I literally
On the
just
way.
gave... As you're looking for this, I'm just going to be like, I literally just gave so much metal to the armory.
I want scraps.
Like,
So are you
I
Pieces?
don't want full weapons.
Okay.
Are you looking to take scraps of metal from the armory's personal collection?
No. On the way, I'm not taking from him. I want to eventually. Here's the thing. I'll tell you what I want to make.
Okay.
I want to make a fucking silencer.
Bitch.
Okay, fair enough. We can discuss that.
So I'm looking for materials. I have some scraps already, but I feel like I'm gonna need more.
Oh, more than likely, yes. It's not
So
that
I'm
the
looking-
silencer is a large thing, it's very precise.
Yeah. So on our walk, I'm looking for any scraps.
You
I'm
don't
not stealing from the armor.
you don't find a lot of scraps of metal kind of just sitting in the middle of the street. But you keep your eye out. Anybody else? Caitlin, Josh, Alexa, do you guys want to do anything?
Yo, I want to find breakfast.
He gave us food.
Oh, right. Just kidding.
He did. There's also, like, a part of you
I wanna
thinks,
find
hey,
a
maybe there's a
pastry on the-
complimentary breakfast.
Can I find, like, a pastry on the way?
No. The last time you did this, it was drug pie.
God damn it.
One of you
We're
guys
not
still
doing
has,
this. We're-
like, a rotting
We'll-
drug pie in your bag.
We are
Probably.
gonna get to the hotel and we're gonna see if there's a complimentary
Oh, I think
breakfast.
someone took it. Just kidding. Okay.
I have the pie.
Complimentary hotel breakfast.
Would you like to roll investigation for pastry stand?
No.
No,
Don't
we're
you
just gonna go
fucking
get
dare.
breakfast.
Okay.
We'll see.
Also, Rose gave us rations. Just take
Oh,
the
that's right. We
rations
got
if you're that
some.
fucking hungry. Ellie's gonna say
Have
this.
food on my mind.
You know, the last time you went around looking for pastries, it ended up being children. So if you're that fucking
No,
hungry,
wrong
just eat the
campaign.
rations.
That's the wrong campaign.
Wrong
No.
campaign. Drugs.
What was this drug pie?
Too many fucking pies, y'all.
Yeah.
Wrong campaign. There's too many pies.
This
Okay.
is a different
last time
old
we
lady
did this,
that gave you
it
a
was drug
mysterious
pies.
pie.
It's a
It was
plug.
drug pies.
It's a plug for Strahd. Go watch our Curses
Sorry,
Strahd
that's
campaign.
my bad. It's my bad.
No, but actually go watch our Curse of Strahd campaign.
The last time we did this, you got high.
Did I?
No,
I don't
none of
remember.
you
I don't
guys
know.
have
None of
eaten
us
the
ate.
drug
None of
pie.
us ate it?
Forget about the pastries.
That's because
Guys,
I have
Ellie,
the pie.
You have
Why
the
do you have
pie.
pastries on your mind?
Eat the rations. Eat the
I'm just
rations.
gonna
We'll go to the
gaslight
hotel
Guess
and we'll see if there's breakfast.
Ellie.
Yeah, you go ahead and just kind of have some of the rations on your way there. It's like dried out.
Listen
pieces of
here, you
jerky.
tall fuck.
Wrong campaign. They're melding
The
together.
amount of system shock.
You're
my
still
God.
Sate's still taller than Ellie.
Error.
The metaverse has crossed over.
How
Whoa!
many campaigns can I cross over?
Oh my god.
Too many.
We have to go fight Tiamat. Oh no.
I can keep going. You know, I heard that there was this one fighter rogue and this sorcerer that they were pretty fucking powerful. You know, if we can get them in the tournament,
Okay.
God.
we'd be golden.
You guys end up at the base of the tower. You know where this like slimy, oozy tentacle lady is that sits at the front at the reception desk. And she actually seems to be talking to the mouthpiece as he's kind of leaning up against the desk on one arm. And he goes, I tell you, we're set for one of the greatest tournaments we're ever going to see. People from all over are going to make it, including this new group of adventurers, all the only ones to come back from the Dreadnought Caverns. However, do they have what it takes to take care of our regulars? Find out after this break.
Is this like a radio show?
Ah, hello, friends.
Hi. Who are you talking to?
Well, I'm always practicing for talking to my adoring audience. It's
Oh.
been a while since I've been able to do this, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit giddy.
That's fair. We're that group of adventurers.
Ah, yes, you're the ones that came in with the armory. I am sure that he told you that we've set you up with the combinations.
Yes. And we're very excited about it.
Wonderful. Of course you're excited. You're staying at the most lavish, luxurious, and safest place in Strightgeist City. Because, anybody who tries to cause any problems will be dealing with me. They don't want to
Yes.
deal with me. And you can
Correct.
catch like almost a perverse glee in his eyes of like, God, I wish somebody would try. I haven't gotten to kill anybody in a long time.
Why doesn't he go on to tournament? Tournament? My good.
Tournament.
You get the feeling he loves the entertainment more than actually fighting, but he misses a bit of the carnage.
Mm-hmm. So you're the mouth.
I am the mouthpiece, yes, and you all are.
I'm Sade.
Ellie.
You all have
We don't have a
names?
group name.
So
We don't have a group name.
I think Josh had been considering the Mortal's Folly.
Wait.
Ooh, yeah.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it. So
we've been spitballing. Arlo came up with
I swear to God.
The Mortal's Folly.
The Mortal's Folly. It carries with it a sense of drama, a sense of tragic backstory. I like it. Also,
that's us.
Yeah, we do too.
Also, I don't want to refer to you as each individual names. Who the fuck is Arlo?
I understand. That one's that one.
Hi there. And so he goes, okay, well, Mortal's Folly. We will go ahead and register your names. We have your keys here. Third floor, lovely view, individual suites for each of you. And enjoy your stay.
Thank you. And as we kind of walk away, I'll just be like, so mortals, is that as in like possessive or like where's the
That's actually
little
a very
swirly
good
thing?
Is it like the fall of you guys as mortals, like your folly, or the folly of mortals as a whole?
I don't know.
Kind of like we're the folly, like we're the the end result of someone's folly.
But are we not also the mortals? We're
Not
walking.
anymore, really.
So okay, so so mortals, MORTALS apostrophe.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Oh, is that what that swirly thing is called?
Yes.
Probably. Maybe.
I can confirm.
As we've been over, I don't read too well.
Well, you don't have to be intelligent, you just have to kill. And he sends you on your way with that piece of backhanded compliment.
Great to meet you.
We already met him.
You don't have
I'm
to
saying
be
goodbye.
intelligent, you just gotta kill.
Great to meet you too. And you can see that he says that in a way that says like he remembers that you were there but doesn't remember you as people.
Fine.
Yeah, perfect. Do you guys all go to kind of check your individual rooms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go in.
Roll for initiative.
Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Roll for initiative. Let's see.
Oh shit! Wait, no.
Let's go in order.
Natural one.
I didn't want to be high.
It's okay. I rolled a natural 2.
God damn it!
Love
How
that.
am I with a 17?
So 6 for Sybil.
Danny, what'd you get?
21.
21.
Why is it when I want it to be high, it's not? But when I don't really want it, I don't want to go first.
You
The
enter,
RNG god said fuck you, that's why.
You enter your room, and the one thing that I can tell you guys each about your rooms is that it is lavish luxury, almost to the point of, like, kind of gross to look at. It's, like, overdone. Very fine silks and laces and doilies and little, you know, towels folded into various hellish monsters. Ellie, as you go there, you find a little towel folded beholder on your bed.
It's like a turtle, but it's actually a beholder.
It's actually a beholder. And you're like, you have no idea how they got that, but, I mean, good for them.
Magic. Go for them.
You find that your window is placed perfectly to kind of see the sky. And you think that there might have been some divine intervention there that said moonlight will perfectly shine into your room when, you know, on the scarcities when the moon is visible. But otherwise, you take a second to kind of look around and, you know, like, look in and out of drawers, make sure that there's no, like, cameras or something that can spy on you. And you're looking for so many intricate, specific details that it takes you a second to realize that there is a woman on your bed. There is a ashen gray tiefling woman sitting on your bed. And she just kind of, like, kicks her feet, and she's, like, writing into what seems to be a school notebook. As she just kind of goes, makes their way to their hotel rooms. What count are we up to? Do we still got all of you guys? You guys still alive?
What do you count as alive?
Well, like, have you crossed beyond the veils? You know what the fuck I mean.
Yeah, we're all still there.
Okay, beautiful. All 5 of you?
4.
4. What happened?
Didn't come back.
Unfortunate. So that means I'm not going to get 100% on this one, but I would need over half of you to die for it to be a fail. So we're still going pretty good. What can you tell me about your journey so far?
Sucks. What can you tell me about why we're here?
You're here for the Strike Guys tournament.
She'll just cock her head.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I didn't lie to you before. Okay, I could give you guys at least a little bit more information. You've done this before. You've attempted your journeys, and you've failed miserably multiple times. Giving in to the various evils and vices that are around you and basically becoming the assholes everybody said you would be. I am really, really close to failing, and I needed a project that was so incredible that it would possibly give me, a graduation, because otherwise Daddy would be very, very angry. So I decided to shoot for the impossible and give you guys a third try.
What do you mean we've done this before?
You've been woken up before. You've been walking around the Nine Hells before. I mean, you've given yourselves different titles, or, maybe you fought in different ways. Maybe you fought in different areas. But it's always been you five. And I mean, you've unfortunately failed every time. Sorry. I wish I could give you some more uplifting news, but it is what it is. And the fact that you guys suck so bad at this is what makes this what they call a statistical improbability on my part. But if it does happen, I'm pretty much guaranteed graduation.
And has there been any common reoccurrences?
Temptations, gods getting involved, because you guys tend to not be subtle about who you are and what you're doing, and I'm assuming that you still haven't been very subtle about who you are and what you're doing.
I don't fully know who I am, so I can't answer that.
Fair, but you guys are also taking part in one of the most advertised tournaments in the history of this city, so I'm assuming that you're not exactly laying low.
Well, you kind of just threw us in here. We're doing what it takes to survive.
See? That's the X factor, actually. The other two times that you guys have done this, you've been told everything right up front. And you were guided, and you were having your hands held, and you seem to rebel against that notion, and that kind of seems to be like your early downfall. So instead, I just figured I'm gonna put you in one of my favorite torture chamber traps that I built when I was younger. And maybe out of necessity for life, you might find a commonality?
Speaking of life, why don't we remember how we died?
That'll come back to you. Look, dying is a huge process. And you all died...
I'm aware. I've done it multiple times.
Yeah, you definitely have. And this whole thing, because I'm getting the celestial vibe off of you. It stinks, to be honest. That was before you had died. So that has nothing to do with anything that's gone on here. I will say that you all died very traumatically. How much do you know?
Really not much. We know the group that did it. We're suspecting.
Okay.
We found their books.
So you know the group that did it. You know the people who were in that group.
Yes.
So you may not know everyone in that group, but I can guarantee you know at least one person in that group.
Yeah.
So, bit of a traumatic situation, which causes some trauma-induced amnesia, especially with dying. It's a bit of like blunt force trauma added into that. It will start to slowly come back to you. It may not come back as quickly, but memories can manifest in religious epiphanies or arcane, focusing. It could manifest in dreams. Your best bet is to all communicate with each other. And you'll be one big happy family. And you'll be back to being goody little goody two-shoes. You'll all get your lives back, and I will throw my hat in the air.
So, yeah, what happens, again, can you remind me, when we get out of this?
Ooh. With all of the love and respect in my cold, icy tiefling heart, don't know, don't care. When you guys get out of this, that's the end of the project for me. That's the end of my investment.
So, yeah, do we go back to being dead? Do we just stay here? We kind of want to know.
It's a very good question. I assume one of two things. I would assume that you would find the peace that your soul needs, and you would be able to pass on into a good afterlife. Or you would retain your lives again and be given a second chance at mortality. But of course, there's like a bunch of different things that can happen in between then. A very powerful cleric could just resurrect you. Just because they're bored, or maybe you have connections up there that I don't know about. So, that actually is what could have happened to your friend. Maybe they got resurrected.
You don't know what happened to them?
I asked you how many were here.
I think you should figure that out. I think your professor's gonna want to know what happened to the fifth.
I hate how right you are about that. Yeah, because
They're gonna want to know how everybody failed, or how we all succeeded, but they're gonna want to know what happened.
Right, because if your friend who's not here, if they died because they were evil, then that would reflect badly on me. But if they got resurrected by happenstance, maybe it won't be a black mark on my record.
Exactly.
Perfect. I am going to go and find that out.
And then let us know.
Yeah, I mean, I might. I don't know. You'll probably see me again. I'll be looking for updates, little kind of interviews here and there. I think I got quite a bit of information out of you, though, so I could get a couple pages good into my essay. So I might see you again, and if I do, I might give you some information, or I might trade some information. Let's see how far you guys get into this.
Sure.
Sorry for barging into your space. Have fun, rest, wash up. Y'all smell like shit. Oh,
Before
sorry,
you go,
that's the angels. Yes.
the other 2 times, how far did we each get in your little game?
2 of you got to the tournament. And she'll snap her fingers and go away.
Has this tournament in the past just happened like way later on in the campaign?
Bro, they said that this tournament hasn't existed in hundreds of years. This is just a time loop?
No, so it was, I believe, 15 years since this tournament began. So you assume that if this happened, this would probably be around the time you guys died the first time.
The first time we went through this was the 15 years ago?
Yes. You would assume.
We've been dead for that long? Oh my god.
It's been a hot minute.
Hot fucking minute. Oh my god. I'm gonna go find everybody else. So I can relay that.
Our bedroom.
Um,
Also, how long are we thinking of going?
I'm
If
actually
it's-
just about to wrap this up with
Okay, perfect.
what you guys are doing. Bit of a shorter session today, but we're going to be
'Cause I
getting
told-
into their very first opponents and the little side quest that goes with that for the next little couple of sessions. So we come to Sade. Sade, yours is actually fairly quick. There's not a lot here that kind of seems out of place. You see also the various kind of over-the-top linens and silks and laces. Your towel sculpture is folded into a hydra. Which is funny, actually, because the moment that you take your eyes off of the sculpture of the hydra, you forget that it's there.
What?
Make me a nature or an arcana check.
The fuck? Nature. Arcana. Wow, they're both -2.
Hell yes. I love that for you.
11.
11. You know what? It's not a huge thing. You can tell that this is not a creature. This is like an illusory spell of some kind. And you have heard terrible, terrible stories of this creature. But it is in the shape of what's known in terrifying folklore as the false hydra.
Oh, the fuck, bitch.
Which does exactly what it does, which is basically once you take your eyes off of it, you forget you've ever seen it.
Hate that. It's just a towel sculpture that I'm just like, oh.
It is just a towel sculpture that is just fucking with you.
Okay.
After about like an hour, the charm kind of runs out. And you remember each time that you had seen it and, like, freaked yourself out about it.
God damn it. Oh, God.
And it kind of distracts you from a little bit to the point that there is a note on your desk.
Sir! Josh, what the fuck?
Just send a fucking photo of it.
It just sent a photo.
Oh, sent a photo of the false hydra?
It's
hate that.
uncomfy.
It's not great, especially because, like,
I would like to delete
DM
it.
If a DM really knows how to set the campaign up there, it's uncanny valley levels of uncomfortable horror.
I love that you just took it off.
I hated it. I hated it. I deleted it.
No, it's
one of my favorites.
No, I don't know what it looks
One
like
of my
anymore.
favorites is them setting up the false hydra by basically sending you guys on a normal quest to save a kidnapped bartender's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And so you save her, and he like gives you free room, free board, and then the next day comes up with like free breakfast for you. And he goes, thank you all so much for like saving the town and being such incredible people. And then the first person to mention like, how's your wife doing? He turns around and he goes, I'm not married. Because anybody who gets devoured by a false Hydra is forgotten.
That's fucking crazy. Not a fan.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Cycle, that's some Cthulhu level shit.
Nope. Alright, anyway.
Yes, there is a note on your desk.
Mhm.
Do you read it?
Kira, yes.
Yes?
Can say and read.
Yeah, she can read.
I think we went through this in like the first fucking session. Was Ellie just wondering, can you read?
It's just the fucking DW meme of just like, wait a second, I can't read.
That's okay, Arlo. You'll be able to read when I give you the circlet of intellect.
So you read this note. It's a very, very quick note. That basically says, can't talk to you. Would be too much too soon. But I want to talk soon. And it is signed just K.
I'm sorry, Kira, can you repeat that?
So the note just says, can't talk directly to you. Would be too much too soon. But I hope we can talk soon. And it's just signed K.
What the fuck?
Oh. Wait, is that why Kara left? Is she on the way here?
Holy shit, wait, what?
Sybil.
Okay. Alright.
There are no people in your room. There are no notes. For the first time in a very long time, it is peaceful. It is quiet. And there comes with that a very good feeling and a very bad feeling. The good is that there is nothing here to try and kill you or to try and kill your friends. And there's the bad is that it leaves with you with your own thoughts. And with that comes a feeling of helplessness, comes a feeling of worry and anxiety, and that like heartbeat feeling of something wanting to talk to you. And you would swear that when you looked, there was no one in your room. But looking back, closing the door that you didn't close when you walked in, the Booker stands there, looking at you. Not menacingly, but sort of matter-of-factly. He says, Have you guys been finding your accommodations?
He's in my room?
He's in Sybil's room.
Oh, okay, just...
Is Caitlin there?
No, I also thought this was Sade.
Oh.
Yeah, whoops.
No, Sybil, this
I
is
mean-
you.
We just got here, but they're fine.
Good. I wanted to thank you guys, actually. I wanted to come here in person and thank you guys. Very useful information that you gave me during that scouting mission I sent you guys on. And it's interesting because I've got some people that are out there in the world talking to me, and some of them have said, and I mean, you could confirm or deny this or not, that people from this group that I've been trying to find have been in contact with you?
Me specifically?
No, well, I don't know. With somebody from your group.
I haven't been contacted. No one's mentioned anything to me, but I do tend to be left out a little bit. You might have better luck with one of the others.
Question for Sade. Did you mention the speak with dead situation to everyone?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I thought she did.
Because I feel
I
like
think
I
I
don't
did
remember.
too. I think I said it. I think I like woke up and I was like, "Holy crap!" I just had this weird feeling that like this
Sibyl's also a
happened.
liar.
that is fair.
Yeah.
Sybil, can I get a deception check from you, please?
Sure. Natural 20 for a
Oh my god.
28. No, 20 what is our modifier right now? Plus 2, 27.
Hell yeah.
Hands up. I can take a picture if needed. I also rolled a natural 20.
You're fucking kidding me.
Silver part.
There is a moment
What's his insight?
of you don't want to
My
know.
god.
He's a contract maker. What do you think?
Yeah.
There's a moment of both of you sort of looking at each other, and he's trying to figure out, because he knows you're not telling him the truth. At this point, he's trying to figure out if you're doing the contract thing, where you're, like, saying specific words, or if you're just outright lying.
No, I am very much doing the contract thing.
Yeah.
Sybil
Wait, what?
is a warlock. She is familiar with what the right words to use.
Oh,
And this guy is a warlock patron.
Yes.
So there is this
We're
moment.
towing that line.
You are towing a very dangerous line with the knowledge that no one can hurt you lest they fell the wrath of the mouthpiece.
Yeah, I'm more scared of the Booker than the mouthpiece personally, but you're right.
Yeah.
That would, like, knowing both of their stat blocks, that would be an interesting fight.
Oh.
This is good to know. I would love
Yep.
to just like a casual one shot one day.
Oh my god.
Booker versus Mouthpiece.
Yeah,
No.
the only difference is Mouthpiece doesn't care, and Booker cares way too much. So Mouthpiece won't get involved if he doesn't have to. Booker's not afraid to get his hands dirty. And he just kind of looks you up and down, Sybil, and there is a corner crease of a smile that comes across him. Interesting. Okay. Well, you know, if you guys do happen to hear anything, I mean, you guys know how to get a hold of me, right? And you would pass the information along to me. You wouldn't hide that information from me, right?
Of course not.
Because that would mean that you were siding with the people who are actively making my life a living fucking nightmare.
We've been working
thought
with
he was
you
gonna
since
say
the
living
beginning.
Right. Exactly.
You've been on our side since the beginning.
I certainly have, haven't I?
Insight that shit. Insight.
Do you want to roll insight, or
I'm not gonna roll that nat 20 again, and I feel like he's a much better liar than I am, but I will. For not shit, that's a 5.
No.
I'm not even rolling. He's on nobody's side. He's on his side.
Yeah. I'm more just talking about right now. Hey, also, if you're the man that knows everything around here, obviously. If you hear any information on any hags in the Nine Hells, could you maybe let me know?
Yeah.
Personal reasons, of course. I'll explain if it ever comes up.
I think the first thing I'll do is let you know that I have that information, and
Yeah,
then
of course.
we could obviously do a bit of a trade.
Obviously.
But before I go, because I am,
A busy man.
I'm a busy man, and I am, of course, on your side. Right? I want you guys to do really well in this tournament. I thought I would come and bestow you guys a bit of a gift.
Oh.
Actually, technically, I mean, it's yours. It's your property, technically. I'm just simply returning it to you, because we all love to have our properties returned to us.
Very true. How gracious.
And he is going to kind of hold out his palm as if to put something in your hand.
Is it E-Talk?
I'll extend my hand.
What drops into your hand is a necklace of sort of a combination of rope and twine, and at the end of it, a large dire wolf tooth. Looks very familiar to you. And he goes, sorry I couldn't return all of it. Good luck.
Got it. Thanks.
And he will be the first person to just kind of casually just open the door and walk through it, and then close behind.
You know,
I forget who had that.
we were promised safety. And I get here and there's someone in my room that really invalidates the sense of safety. Anyway,
No, I thank you.
Nobody was harmed.
Like, someone obviously got into my room.
it's more of like the invasion of privacy, right? Like,
Oh, 100%.
Allison was laying on my bed. At least the booker walked through the door.
that's true.
No, he was just there.
No, he shut the door behind him that Sybil didn't shut.
Yeah, he left.
He went through the door.
He went through the door.
Allison was on my fucking
He's
bed.
just very, very quiet when he needs to be.
Hate it here.
Guys,
he went through the open door.
He went through the open door.
don't
Allison, on the
remember.
other hand, is fully broken entered into your room.
Yeah, she is. Hold on, listen. Is she trying to fuck me?
Ma'am?
Give me an insight check.
Oh my god.
Put my dice away. Hold on, I'll do it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
What
do
is
it on
this
D&D
necklace?
Beyond.
Not a good old
Insight check.
fuck check.
Whose necklace was this?
Only a 10.
Only a 10?
Could
Look,
be.
there's a little bit of the gaydar that's going off that you're like,
God damn it.
she might be... Look, when I originally pitched this as a playable character, I literally described her to my DM as my gay demon Harley Quinn.
Fair.
So, I was like, yeah, you get a little bit of the queerness off her, but you don't know if specifically she's into you.
Woman, fear me, fish want me.
But you
Alright, who's in Arlo's room?
Arlo. Last but not least, my multiple dying little champion.
It's me.
You get in, and once again, initially, nobody is around. There are no notes left for you. Your view does not look especially great. Your towel is folded into that of a nightmare.
Oh shit.
And you kind of sit down on your bed, kind of giving yourself like a deep breath and just sitting, like just kind of relaxing. You hear a message cantrip go off in your mind. Going,
Oh fuck.
don't freak out. Don't freak out. I'm not here to hurt you. If I did, okay, I'm still as powerful as when I took your ass out the first time, so I could do it again.
What do you want?
Just want to talk. I just want my friend back.
What does that have to do with me?
Can I come out? Can we talk?
You can come out. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just come on.
Really only knowing from vague pieces of your memory that have only slowly started to get put together because of these dreams, and interesting illustrations and books that you have only really skimmed the surface of, you are still able to identify the woman that walks out of the closet near you as Kara.
Oh,
That is where she
Shit.
fucking went!
As she stands in front of you, hands up,
Excuse
no weapons in her hand, and
me.
I
goes,
called it.
I don't have much time. Please help me help her.
Huh.
And that is where we're
Well.
going to go ahead and end today's episode.
Carol, I swear to
No.
God.
Awesome.
I swear.
So,
Oh my god.
thank you guys so much for joining us.
I'm gonna kill you.
Alexa's gonna murder me. If you guys are watching on Twitch and you're enjoying what you're watching, please hit that follow button. You'll be notified about when we go live doing games like this, Waterdeep Dragon Heist and Curse of Strahd, 3 incredible campaigns with incredibly different tones that are just starting to get wild. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so that you know when videos are coming out, and feel free to switch across to the other platform to hit follows and subscribes there. Share this around with your friends, and continue to hopefully enjoy what we do around here. But until next time, from myself and the Mortals Folly, we will see you by the firelight.
We got a name.
We got a name.